Egypt, regardless to the field, whether it's politics or economy or education or whatever, exerts at least double effort as any man to take her actually an appropriate place without being harassed, without being discriminated against for being a woman. So no, women exert efforts. It's about women issues are part of what's happening in Egypt. We have been in chaotic, atmosphere for decades. No one was planning or participating or have this ambition to be part of creating the future. After the revolution, we had this ambition. Many people and millions of people thought that from now on we are going to be part of creating our own futures. Women are part of this. So now those scattered individuals, regardless to their huge numbers, cannot create a policy. Who creates a policy and the plan for the future is who governs. So it's the president and the cabinet who should draw the way forward. Exactly as we are talking about economy, and we are coming out with, we are amending this law for this and that and that and that and that. And asking people and all the time talking in media and all the time making events so that even media go and cover those events. So if you are really considering that women who are half of the population in this country are important for this country's future, you should do the same with women, exactly as you are doing it with the economy part. Because actually, if you do not understand that women are part of creating the economy and are part of economic development, so it would be very frustrating.
Well, if the role wasn't important, the president wouldn't have called on the Egyptian women to participate in the presidential elections and the constitutional referendum. So I believe that the role of women is very significant, and it has developed over the past few years since the revolution.
For me, yes, I'm sure of this, but for the president and the cabinet, how do they till now they were active to direct their speech to women as voters, not to politicians as real exactly, not to involve women in creating the future. No, they are using women's votes in a nicer way than before, yes. But still, we did not move to change the rules of the game. And actually, they're in their position to change the rules of the game on all levels. They are there to do all the politics and amend the law. We have, up till now, we have since 30 June and during the presidency of Mr. Adli Mansour and during the second presidency of al-Sisi, we had around 250 law have been issued. So most of them are economic, some of them are
concerning. None of them had to do with women?
Only the harassment law.
But I believe this is an important one.
This is an important one, of course. Are you capable of really applying it? Are you campaigning for it to make the police officers or those who are working on applying the law from implementing it in a very active way? Are you still encouraging women not to keep quiet on harassment in the streets?
Well, I believe women should encourage themselves.
Yes, I agree concerning this
For the rights, because if a girl or a woman gets harassed, she would
not report
she would keep it discreet, because she might fear that she would be blamed by the society or something of a sort. But I believe that putting a law in place signals an alarm for any of those intending to harass women, that they might be jailed or fined up to $50,000. I mean, 50,000 pounds, I believe.
Yes, it's a step. Still, it's when you are going to a police station and trying to report a harassment case, and you hear that one or two or three before myself have been harassed inside the police station during the reporting against some people who have
an issue. It's a
major social issue, and police officers are part of this society. So they do the same exactly. They are not angels. They are not coming from abroad. So they are part of it, and they commit those deeds exactly as any man.
Yes.
But if you have, so how many times people are talking to media, and the government is creating events and organizing events for the economy.
But don't you think that at a certain point the silence of women should be blamed?
Women are not silenced all the time. For now.
I mean,
now,
in some cases.
In some cases they keep silent, but I cannot make every single case speak without making the atmosphere, the proper atmosphere for her. I cannot push someone to report while I cannot guarantee proper treatment for her during the reporting
of the incident.
Many women are capable of and ready to face the society and the social accusations of being not very good and talking about their reputation like this, but they are not willing to confront a second harassment while trying to get their rights for the first violation for their rights.
I believe that many things have to change.
Many things has to be changed, and it's very complicated, and if you want to change the society, you just do not let the society change itself.
Education, awareness.
Exactly. Inside our schools is an important part. In all the streets, all those cameras, we are being talking all the time about cameras in the main street and in the squares for security reasons, and to prevent. It would also prevent harassers, because they would know that they are being monitored, at least in the main squares, which is also needed not only for harassment. It would also be needed to know what happened as well. Let's say what happened in Talat Harb Square the day before yesterday, the killing of Shema. If there are cameras in the square, it should be very easy to know what happened.
Indeed, yes.
If someone, so this is part. Cameras in police stations were also part of it. So in case a woman entered into a police station and claimed to be harassed, so she can. She would have a way to prove it.
Indeed, yes.
So it would be more secure.
And it would prevent the harasser from harassing any female if they are knowing that they are going to be punished, they are going to be...
It's not very safe for them to harass.
So this is what the law aims for, to be to ring a bell for anyone who aims to...
And it did, by the way. It did actually, and it prevented to some degree, it prevented harassment, and it reduced it. But, harassment reached very extremely bad levels in Egypt.
According to a poll, the recent poll I read, almost 90% of the Egyptian women had been arrested.
I believe 100%, Ken.
Me too. You know, ask around you if you found one in your family that had not been witnessing. I believe every single day during her life. I don't think so. During her life, it's every day, every day. Unfortunately, yeah, it's in there every day. So the law is there, but without the will to implement the law very firmly, you are leaving it to the society, to those women who fed up and ready to take their chances in bringing people to the law, regardless to whatever. Which is normally in any society, it's not the majority that's going to do this.
Indeed, Ms. Nafisa El Sabagh, the journalist and chief editor of Masriyat, thank you very much for being with us in the Breakfast.
Thank you.
And now we have a report by let's take a look at it.